What's up, guys? It's your boy, Court. You had one thing to say about Toriko. What would it be right now? Guys, I gotta say, reading this panel right here, I'll show you the panel. You guys remember this panel, right? It's a pretty big panel. Reading this panel, not only am I seeing a lot of hesitation between a lot of the Heavenly Kings, the four Heavenly Kings, except Toriko, a lot of them seem confused, and I'm actually kind of confused too, because this frog that we see is like, I mean, how can a frog be God? I mean, how could that be an ingredient? Like air was clearly like a fruit, kind of, you know. It seems like all the ingredients were like fruit, you know. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe you're just supposed to cook and eat, you know, the frog. But I think it's possible that the true God, because here's the thing: this God is not only bigger and different than every other God in the past, but so many times in Toriko it's been suggested that there's different ways to cook things to a higher potential. And that oftentimes in an ingredient, while being an animal or being something alive, the true ingredient there's more to the story. It's like, for example, a bee makes honey. So if God was a bee, we would think that honey would be the true thing, you know. That's kind of an example, but the point is, I think there's more going on. I think there's more going on behind God, because a lot of these people are kind of confused, and I'm kind of confused too. Like, my biggest theory, guys, this is actually kind of cool. My biggest theory is that God eats everything on earth, and then makes them, as a result, reaches the pinnacle of flavor, right? Because then therefore God has all the flavors. It's a perfect combination of all flavors, right? And then center gives life, returns everything back to earth, so that there's reformation again, right? That's my theory on what God's true form is. And I think Komatsu is going to figure that out. And actually I think that's why God ate Komatsu, because I think what God was trying to do was, God's trying to cook himself, right? That's my theory. God's trying to cook himself, and so he's like, he saw Komatsu, he saw the food log, and he's like, okay, perfect, you know, step one out of the way, now he's gonna eat everything. And so I guess Neo, in that sense, would serve as an antagonist to God, right? Because God's trying to natural cycle of life, and what Neo's all about despair. There's no cycle with what Neo's end goal is, right? Things we still don't know though about, we don't know about why ACACIA is evil. What is ACACIA's true goal? What is JOA's goal? And then what is Center's purpose and all? Because again, guys, we've seen this gourmet eclipse has been very different than the previous gourmet eclipses, and actually not just with specifically the eclipse, but leading up to the eclipse, Komatsu is able to cook air at a higher potency level than ever in history, right? Which makes you wonder, it's not just air, you know. God's no exception. So. And that's not just that God's not a tadpole anymore. His potency rating absolutely has to go up. And it kind of means the same for Center. There's a lot going on that nobody understands. That Gigi doesn't understand, that the Blue Nitro don't know about. There's a lot more going on than the characters that we would assume know as all the stuff don't know about. I do believe there's one or two characters that understand all of it, but I don't think we've been introduced. I think Froze. I'm telling you guys, I really do think Froze understands it. I think she's the only character in the series that understands the truth of what's going on in this fight right now, and what's going on with all the characters and all the events. And we're gonna see that. I think it's gonna unfold, and we're gonna see it in Komatsu, and we're gonna see it in Froze. I'm so excited. 371 is gonna be amazing. I'm so excited for the rest of the series. You guys don't. I can't even tell you. Joe, also people. I think it's pretty obvious if you've been reading Toriko, if you read 370 that Brunch is gonna save Midora from the back channel, and I think Midora is gonna have a really crazy battle, because here's the thing: Midora was sleeping on JOA and he lost, and so now when he's coming back, he's not gonna be sleeping on JOA, and he's gonna see ACACIA. That's gonna change. That's gonna blow his mind. It's just the battle between, and honestly, it looks like, if you look at that last panel, I gotta show you guys this panel. Look at this panel. Look at this panel, guys. If you see on the left side, the end of the chapter, he's looking down on ACACIA and JOA, because they just entered, and he's looking at them. And look at his eyes. I mean, he's just a frog, guys. What do I know? But the look in his eyes isn't it's a specific look. It's a look like, you know, okay, you know, I see you there. I recognize that you guys are there. So, do you guys think ACACIA and JOA are strong enough to defeat God? I mean, what do you guys think? Because I don't think the four Heavenly Kings are. Gigi's gone, so they don't even have a cooking method. Obviously, Komatsu's gonna cook him, but are ACACIA and JOA strong enough? And Neo, for that matter. That's a big question for me. The rest of it, I got the God eats everything in the Earth theory. Okay, I got that. Midori is saved by JOA. Okay, I got that. Froze understands all the secrets. Okay, I got that. You know, Komatsu's gonna cook. Okay, I got it. What is Acacia, Neo, and Joe's role? I don't got that. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'm peacing out of here. You already know. And before, you know, I'm getting out of here in the 0.1 second time period. I'm gonna get out of here. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm peacing out, and you guys have just been worded. So, and don't forget to subscribe.